Okay, welcome everyone to the first general body meeting for future technical communicators of the school year. If you don't know me, my name's Chantal. I'm the outgoing president. So today I'll be sharing with you what this club is all about. So a quick about us, we are an official student organization at UCF. So that is technically known as an RSO, which stands for a Registered Student Organization. We are dedicated to helping our members pursue careers in technical communication. So that means that we're focused on learning the skills that we'll need once we graduate to create documentation, which can look like anything from writing instructions to designing websites. And in our efforts with this, we are also partnered with the ATD Suncoast Chapter TechCom SIG, which is a professional community of technical communicators. And I'll talk a bit more about them and what they're about later on in this presentation. So jumping into it, what are the benefits of FTC membership? The first one is to receive career guidance and knowledge. So this allows you to, UCF has great TechCom classes, but this allows you to step out of the classroom with opportunities like the mentoring program, guest speaker presentations to help you get things that just aren't possible in a classroom. Number two is to develop your professional skills. There's many different ways you can do this. You can join FTC leadership or simply volunteer to gain valuable experience and skills. Hard skills like creating graphics, writing copy, that sort of thing, and soft skills like communication and collaboration. And then the third one is to network with students and professionals. This is really a key for bridging the gap between doing well academically and then bridging into making it a career. So through FTC, you can make connections that last a lifetime or even lead to your next job. So networking with TechCom students, colleagues, and future coworkers. Our partnership with the ATD Suncoast Chapter TechCom SIG is a big part of this. So to talk about our flagship programs, our first one are general body meetings and socials. We usually have general body meetings once a month. We will often have guest speakers, workshops, and more. Ones in the past that we have done are LinkedIn workshops, how to create a LinkedIn and how to best utilize it, as well as how to look for and get a job in TechCom. In addition, we have socials. So those include movie nights, game nights, all that type of thing. So you get the learning and education and skills in, but then you also just to get to have fun. Our second flagship program is the joint meeting with the ATD Suncoast Chapter TechCom SIG. So this is an extra special meeting because we get a whole panel together. We partner with the TechCom SIG so that we can have a great big meeting, bring everyone together, and we choose a panel topic that is especially suited for students and early career professionals. Like one year we did the difference between having a regular 9 to 5 versus a freelance career, since that's something that a lot of tech writers, choose between one or the other. Both are definitely possible. So topics like that. Uh, then the third flagship program is the mentoring program. So this is another collaboration with the ATD Suncoast Chapter TechCom SIG. Don't look at the way I spelled that. and this is really helpful. I've been a part of a similar mentoring program before, and you get paired with someone who's already in the field, and we try and match you with someone who is best suited to address what you're interested in, the questions you have, and you get to work with them to reach your goals. So some more programs that we have for the past 5 years, we have exhibited at Spark STEM Fest. Spark STEM Fest is a STEM festival that the Orlando Science Center puts on in February for K to 12 students. And our exhibit is always about introducing TechCom, which I love because it's kind of a niche industry. A lot of middle and high schoolers don't know about it. So I like getting the word out. And it's also definitely a great volunteer opportunity to build your skills because we create that interactive exhibit. Scholarships and internships. We have community partners, including L3 Harris. The picture on the screen is from a panel that they did with us. And we usually have one with them about every year. And they send us, them and other community partners send when they have internships and other job opportunities, they send them to us. So we send that out on our mailing list in Discord. And then finally, professional conferences. So we used to go to the yearly Society for Technical Communication, or STC conference. They closed their doors last spring semester, but we are definitely looking into other conferences. So hopefully we can still go to one this year. We had some members at FTC independently go to a TechCon conference in Portland last May. So there are definitely other TechCon conferences out there. And yeah, so if you would like to become a member of FTC, we definitely recommend that you formally apply and fill out our membership application. It's free to do so. It will always be free to do so. But if you do that, you get put on our mailing lists. So you can hear about all of the great things that I just discussed. You can also follow us on Discord, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of those types of things to hear about what we're doing. Also, so you can, oh, there we go. So on the screen, the QR code and the link are both to our link tree that has a bunch of links for us. And then also on that link tree, we have some different resources that we've gathered throughout the years. So there are some for those new to TechCom who want to learn more. Some of those resources we actually created as part of our Spark STEM Fest for exhibits one year. So you get to see that. And then we have other resources about the job search process, including some past meetings that we recorded. So I kept talking about ATD, the Suncoast Chapter TechCom SIG that we have a partnership with. So to explain what that is, ATD is a national professional organization. They stand for the Association for Talent Development. So they are a professional membership organization supporting those who develop the knowledge and skills of employees around the world. So that includes managers, instructional designers, all those types of jobs. Specifically, the ATD Suncoast chapter is the chapter of ATD we have in Florida. And the TechCom SIG stands for Special Interest Group, is a professional community open to all technical communicators. You can be a student, already, a professional tech writer, and they have monthly networking as well as monthly learning events. So similar to us, they have guest speakers, and all of that. And then the QR code is to our link tree again. On our link tree, we have a link to join their Discord. So similar to us, they have a Discord. And then as well, you can find a link to their website to learn more. They have an events page on it. And then a bit later in the presentation, I'll also be talking about some upcoming events they have, since as a student, you can go to those as well. So we partner with them to do the mentorship program, the panel, things like that. Um, then before I talk about leadership and everything, I'll also ask later in the meeting, but does anyone have any questions so far or anything like that? If not, all good. I'll also ask at the end, so this was not your only chance to ask questions. So talking about leadership, they really are the foundation of the club. We have great, lovely advisors, but this is a student-run club, so they're the heart, they're the foundation. So I you gain a lot by being on the FTC leadership. So teamwork and collaboration skills, technical communication experience. So I'll talk about a bit later, but this is especially experience you can get in our committees for things like writing, design, communications, web management, that kind of thing. And then it's great to put on your resume, um, because employers do like to see that type of thing. So we kind of split our leadership into two parts. So we have officers and then committees. So for the officers, that's, your typical president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. Those four positions are our exec board. And then the event coordinator is a non-executive position. Multiple people can be in that position. And then we have the three committees. So we have the communications committee, website committee, and publications committee. So to dive into what each of those leadership positions are, the president oversees the leadership team and club proceedings. They coordinate the planning and hosting of FTC events and then handles the different administrative tasks. The vice president assists the president with their duties, and if the president isn't there, they step up to do that. And then historically, they have been the chair of the communications committee to make sure we're getting all of our communications out. The treasurer maintains an accurate account of club funds. And then if we have any fundraising efforts, like in the past, we've sold t-shirts, they'll help. Yes, Dr. Glasshoff has one of our t-shirt fundraising. So they'll take a part in that. The secretary takes notes of the various general body meetings, any leadership meetings we have. They maintain our member records, and then they publish the meeting recordings to our YouTube page, which you can also find on our link tree if I haven't plugged that enough. And then the event coordinator, this is a fun role because they help organize the planning and hosting of FTC events. So this can be our general body meetings as well as fun things like socials. So they act as a liaison to potential guest speakers and collaborators, and they take on some of that decision making and brainstorming tasks for the club for those different events. So getting into the committees, um, so like I said, president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, those are our four exec positions, one person for each of those. If we have multiple people who are interested and get voted in as event coordinators, multiple people can be in that position. And then our committees are open to multiple people as well. So our communications committee supports our promotional and outreach efforts. So this is very important. So getting the word out about our meetings, socials, all of that type of thing, as well as the various scholarships and internship opportunities that we get sent. So that includes designing the flyers and graphics, writing those emails, getting the social media stuff out, all of that. The publications committee, um, some things they've done in the past include writing TechCom articles for FTC, creating a newsletter, helping our members get published on our website, that type of thing. And then the website committee maintains and updates our website, and then uploads the um, recordings of our meetings to our YouTube channel that has gone between the secretary or and the website committee. So that gets sorted out. It says here that being on a committee is a great entrance into leadership, which I agree. The first year I was with the club, I joined the communications committee. So these committees are a great step to start getting to know the club, build up whatever skills you're interested in, a great entrance into leadership. Um, yeah, so those are our positions. And um, and yeah, thanks for putting the link in the chat, and it'll be up a bit later as well, so you have not missed it. So moving along to our September events, you are at the first one, our general body meeting. The next date is the uh, day to submit leadership applications. So at the end of this meeting, we'll be sending out an email and on our Discord and everything, explaining how to apply to be a leader. It's pretty simple. We just have a form you fill out, and then we'll have elections on the 17th to introduce all of the candidates and then to vote. So that application is in our link tree right now, which I'll show a bit later. So you'll have until, if you're interested, until the end of the 15th to get that in. Our elections will be that Wednesday on the 17th, same time, 6:30. And then the Suncoast TechCom SIG has two events this month. Next Thursday, they have a networking meeting. So this is a very casual drop-in meeting. So you get to talk to some of the members, network, and then the week after that, on the 18th, it says networking meeting, but that is their monthly meeting. So it'll be about job searching in the age of ATS systems. You can join that if you would like. On their website, they have an events page where you can get the details to RSVP for that. So that's pretty much the end of the me talking at you all portion of the evening. So if you are interested in leadership, we highly encourage that you fill out that leadership application by the end of the day on September 15th. If you have any questions at all about the club and what leadership entails, you can reach out to us on Discord or through our email. I would love to talk to you, answer your questions. And don't be afraid to apply for those leadership positions. It feels intimidating, and I was definitely intimidated when I first joined the club, but it's not, I promise. And then our next meeting will be those elections on the 17th. So even if you don't want to run for anything, come and vote. Make your voice heard. So the QR code on the screen is our link tree that has everything I just talked about. So if you're interested in the ATD Suncoast Chapter TechCom SIG, there are ways to get connected there. There's the leadership application. There's anything else I mentioned that I've already forgotten. So yeah, um, that's, like I said, the end of the uh, talking at you type of thing. So I'll open it up for questions. And for our current or past members of FTC, if you would like to talk about what you like about the club, anything like that, I will also open the floor to that.
So I'm Dr. Glasshoff, and we've also got Dr. Campbell here. So we're your faculty sponsors for the club. The whole point of this club is just it's to get you hired. Like we also have fun, like we love our people, we love to talk and chat, but at the end of the day, once you graduate here, like there actually is life after college, and our goal is to make sure you can get hired somewhere. The internship program or the no, not internship, the mentorship program is a really, really big part of that. A lot of when we had that joint meeting, you'll notice a lot of the people in that meeting are FTC alumni. And if you talk to them, a lot of them got their current positions based on that mentorship program. Either it led directly to an internship and then a full-time job, or their mentor knew someone else and was able to connect them with opportunities. So like I said, we're social, we have fun, but also like our main goal is to make sure that once you leave here, you can get not just like any job, but like get an actual good job that you enjoy and that's hopefully going to lead to a longer career. Um, but like I said, once we get to that meeting with the professional networking meeting, you'll meet a lot of UCF FTC alumni there. So
Yeah, I can confirm what Dr. Glasshoff is saying. So I'm the outgoing president. I graduated in May, and FTC was so crucial in getting me to where I wanted to be at this stage in my life. So even though you could say I'm biased, yeah, what Dr. Glasshoff is saying, I've lived it. So
I'm Jessica. I am along with Carolyn. I'm the new co-advisor now, so this is my first year. But I can say I was I was in the FTC when I was just a little baby, a graduate student, getting my master's at UCF. And I went through, and the FTC provided me so many opportunities, especially the mentorship program. Supported my thesis, and then I graduated. Then I went back to UCF, and I loved TechCom, and so I went and continued my education. But through that time, I was also involved in the mentorship program. So I was a mentee at one point, then I became a mentor. And I tell you, it is amazing for your professional career, even if you want to go on in academics. But it's the opportunities are just amazing, and the group is amazing. And I love tech comms, so come and join us. Chantel, do you want to clarify whether they need to, and this is for me too, so fill out the application to join, which is free. And then also if you, another application, if you want to do one of the leadership positions.
Yes, so thanks for letting me clarify that. So we have our membership application, and that is just to be a general member. That'll get you on our email list. And then we do have a separate application for if you're interested in any type of leadership position, including the committees. So the membership application you can fill out at any time. We would recommend that if you're interested in becoming a member, you fill out sooner rather than later, but anytime is fine. And then the leadership application would be by the end of the day on September 15th. And again, if you have any questions, you can ask them now, or you can ask through our Discord or email. And
What's up,
then,
Trevor?
Hello. So yeah, I just wanted to say I'm excited to be a part of the FTC, and I have two questions. First, like it's the mentorship program. I don't know how it works. Like, would you just go to like a live Zoom meeting and then you would just like kind of find someone? And
mhm.
and
Oh,
also
sorry.
like at the same time, like, can you answer like if I can find someone who's like who works at NASA or some or anything related to the space industry?
Mhm. So the way the mentorship program works, we'll have an interest meeting about the program a bit later in the semester. But if you want to do the mentorship program, then you would fill out an interest sheet, and in that you would talk about what you're interested in, what you want to get out of the program, all of that, and then they take all of those. They have the mentors who sign up fill out a similar sheet and they pair everyone together. And then they have another meeting where everyone comes together. You meet your mentor for the first time, and all of that good stuff. So,
Yeah,
yeah, does that answer your question?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And then I saw another question just come in. How often do committee members meet? So that is honestly up to the individual committees. We've had different things happen with different committees in different years. So what we do is we get everyone elected onto the committee, and then they sit down, they figure out everyone's availability, everyone's how often they'll be able to contribute, and they will figure out what will work best for them and their goals. So hopefully that answers your question. Any others?
Um, Emerson, were you trying to say something? I think you're on mute still. No. Okay. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, like she said, we are gonna have our officer elections in a couple weeks. I think we said the 17th. And like she said, even if you're not running for office, like we need you to come vote. So come to the meeting, whether or not you plan on running. And we will get that going. We'll get everybody into their positions they need to be in. And like she said, even if you are thinking like, oh, well, that sounds like a lot. Like she said, the committees, you decide how often you meet, you decide what you're going to be doing, you set your own goals. So it's pretty flexible. So we'd love to have you. We'd love to find you a job. Um, and yeah, if we have previously filled out a membership application, should we fill it out again? Yeah, we need each year, UCF needs the membership list, I believe, right, Chantel?
If they filled out a membership application, it's still in our records.
Okay, so we're
So it
so we're
would be
good.
fine.
Okay.
And then to answer Trevor's question, the leadership starts um basically as soon as you're elected. Yeah, it would start this semester. We have had those students in the past who have realized, my fall semester is going to be way too busy, but I know I'll have time in the spring, so they're put in their application spring only. And then, especially for committees, so they'll start in the spring, so that is also flexible. You do you don't have to do it before you fill out the leadership application, but we do ask that all FTC leaders have to fill out the membership application. But the membership application is really short, just asking for your information and then what you're interested in the club. So it's short and sweet.
I have a question about memberships.
Mhm.
Does membership into FTC also technically mean you're a membership part of the professional writers? The
Mhm.
what was it, ATD?
Yeah, it doesn't since we're separate, but we have those partnership programs and meetings with them. And then if you also want to get involved with them, you can as well.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Done?
So, yeah, hey everybody. And oh man, well, first off, this presentation has been awesome. It's really nice to see everyone joining FTC. I won't be on. Well, I'll turn my camera on 1 second. I'll just hop on for a minute if it wants to work. Now it does. There we go. So yeah, presentation's been awesome. This has been great, Chantal, and everybody. Dr. Lashoff and Dr. Campbell are also awesome. Uh, hey, Delaney, I see you too. But yeah, everyone in the club is great to just work with, to talk to. Um, I'm a past leader, and it's also changed my academic professional life. Everything brought me to make great friendships, have a lot of opportunities. So yeah, just like Chantal was saying, I would recommend joining for any and all reasons. You're gonna have a great experience meeting people, getting to advance as a technical writer, just having fun, just making a lot of new memories too. So yeah, hop in for future meetings, and everyone is excited to just chat with you. If you have any questions or want to learn something about TechCom or just need a hand with something or want to develop, yeah, you're absolutely at the right place. So yeah, this has been just, a really great meeting to see everybody being interested in all the things that are coming up. And it's nice seeing that there's lots coming up. I volunteer with ATD, the professional organization that was mentioned. So, yeah, if you come to any of the future meetings, like the networking one or the mentoring program one, I'll probably be there and you can, yeah, I'll be happy to answer any questions about those programs. Mentoring, I can absolutely vouch for. That's been, it's a life changer. You learn so much and you make a great connection that can just transform into friendship and more connections and just snowball from there. So yeah, I recommend FTC, including the Discord. We're fun. We do stuff like games once in a while. We have fun emojis. I always vouch for those. And ATD, we have a lot of cool stuff planned. So if you want to take that next step, beyond just being a club member and doing things like mentoring and beyond, then ATD is here to welcome you.
And then we have a question from the chat. How are ATD meetings? So the regular monthly meetings, they have some short networking before, and then they get a guest speaker in to do an educational part. John, do you have anything to add to this question?
Yeah,
Not
I
to
can.
further put you on the spot, but
Oh no, you're good. If anything, I can yap about it, but the short in the app is the meetings are fun. A lot of the crowd from STC, which was our most recent professional org, transferred over to ATD. And on that note, that's just a way of saying that we have a lot of community members who are passionate about the UCF community as well, who want to give back to the student body, help club members get jobs, and want to see you in it for the long haul, basically. Not just you go to a meeting, you leave, you never hear from anyone again, or it's like transactional. It's if you join and you keep hopping into meetings, you start to recognize people, you start to get to know them, you can ask questions, they can help you along your journey, they can recommend you to maybe things that'll pique your interest, like, oh, I'm interested in this topic. Oh, yeah, definitely join for this meeting, and someone will be there to answer your questions. Oh, I want to get this job. Oh, maybe someone in a call, if you ask that question in a call, they'll say, oh, I know someone who works in this field. Let me connect you to them. So the meetings are informational, but also very engaging. Everyone is there to um, make sure that you walk away with something of value, whether it's a new connection or something that you learned about the industry um, and community. So yeah, would recommend the ATD meetings. The networking ones are pretty much just for fun, just catching up with folks, whether you have known them for some time, like you've seen them around in some meetings, or you just want to get to know people. And the program ones are good, like the mentoring one that's coming up. Those are good for learning about the industry, things you can join in, you know, practical stuff like that. So yeah, great on both sides. And they're welcome to all sorts of attendees, whether you're like a lurker or a talker. I know that for me, I go between both sides very easily. Um, I mean, like for the first 90% of this call, I was lurking and like sipping on a smoothie, and now here I am yapping. So, bring any kind of energy to those calls. Um, so yeah.
Does anyone else have any final questions?
Well, I imagine we're probably there's probably going to be a posting of the whole um meeting today, but is there anything major that I missed? Perhaps
Nope.
that I probably was not aware of.
Yeah, I will be posting the recording tonight or tomorrow. But you didn't miss any new updates, major new updates since you've been in the club before. So we just went over our different programs, talked about the leadership application. So yeah, we'll post a recording and then we'll have an email about the leadership and application and all of that going out tomorrow. So you'll be
All
good.
right. Thank you very much, Chantal.
Yeah, and on that note, yes, join leadership. Absolutely.
Yes.
Um, Not to you, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. But to everybody who's thinking of leadership, absolutely join.
Hello.
Um, but yeah, anyone who, whether you want to just contribute something small, like a graphic here and there, or be in it for something big, um, yeah, you gain something for yourself, portfolio-wise, and you have a great experience along the way. It's honestly, I would say, one of the next to mentoring, one of the best ways to make a community happen and meet people in the club alongside everything else that you're doing. So yeah, also great on each side.
Yeah, definitely 1000% to everything John said. And I want to reiterate, no matter what you're looking to gain skills in or improve on, or the availability, amount you want to contribute, we we will have a place for you. So if you're a bit unsure, you can ask us questions. You can put, your interest and your availability in the leadership application. And like I said, there is a place for you. We are not an intimidating bunch. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And to add to the bragging pile, I said hi to Jonathan earlier, and I said no need to join because he's already been in leadership and contributed a lot. He uh, we have a lot, so much experience in this club. Like Jonathan brings engineering experience, and you get to meet so many cool people through just interacting with the team like that. So, yeah, like anyone who's on it can vouch that there's so much to be gained from just hearing about what others are studying and things like that. Um, and just by those who are new, if you're thinking about doing so as well, you get to take in all of that experience that's already in there and everyone who's going to join. So, yeah, whether you're already on it and thinking of staying, or if you're thinking of joining for the first time, um, those are additional benefits too. Just seeing what's out there, writing wise, tech wise, engineering wise. Yeah. So, just an extra low shout out.
I must say, John, that is the greatest compliment ever that I've ever received, that I am a reason in itself for people to join FTC.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like 100%. Like I, I don't know. It's well, I'm glad it was a great compliment because no, it's something that I think has enriched the club. Everyone who joins the team enriches the club. Everyone who, you know, just becomes part of the club experience and makes these connections and uh friendships and teamwork and projects and everything. Uh yeah, so I just thought of you because we have so much writing, we have so much tech com, but yeah, I think there's something I don't know, every time we chat, there's always something to learn from like an engineering perspective, which I always find great. So, yeah, and you include everyone who joins brings something special just by being there. So,
And I would like to echo what Dr. Glasshoff put in the chat. Are you able to apply for leadership even if you are new to FTC? That is 100% a yes. I joined the communications committee at my second meeting with FTC. And we've had new members become secretary, treasurer, things like that. So if you are new, do not let that get in the way of you applying for leadership. So, yeah.
About to say, John, I think we dragged you into a role like your very first meeting with us.
yes, and then I I mean, I was a yes, very much a yes person, especially then. So I was like, yeah, sure. Our Dr. Applin, our co-advisor, he is uh, awesome and also very persuasive. I think I joined to attend a meeting. Well, first off, I was in his class, and then he said, "Oh, you should join this meeting for FTC," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I joined the meeting, and by the end, he's like, "You should run for leadership." I'm like, I told him I'm scared. I was very
John,
scared.
I think he's
Yeah.
been using that trick because he did that to me too. That's how I got
Oh, he does that to
started.
everybody.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, you should join this." I'm like, "Okay."
At
It
some
it
point, you
works.
realize, wait a second, I don't think he actually asked. I think this just happened.
Yeah. It does just happen. And no, for sure, I think that's a shared experience, absolutely, because it happened to me too. And I mean, I did it and it worked out. I was like, I enjoy this despite being very scared when he asked. Like, I know, can I just hide and just
Nope.
lurk and never do anything of that kind? But no, it paid off for sure. And then I've also I feel like there's many stories like that in FTC, but I to put myself on the spot too, even with mentoring, I mean, it's a funny tale now, but you hear it at the mentoring meeting. That's basically the same thing that happened with me, where my current mentor, Bethany, I didn't know if I was going to join the program or anything yet, but she was like, "Hey, you should join. Join me. Come to this meeting with me." And I was like, That's a very abridged version, by the way. But I was like, "Yeah, sure." Saying yeah, sure will get you a lot of places when it comes to meeting cool people and cool opportunities. So yeah, you never know till you try.
That is true.
And it's a decision you won't regret either. Like if you're on the fence, like just join, just do it, and you'll love it. So
If there's anything that as someone who's been a member now for, I would say now this would be my fourth year, uh, to my knowledge, yeah, uh, third or fourth. it's definitely worth it to uh be in it, and you never know. You'll find something that you'll really like, and we also really encourage a lot of fresh blood, and we definitely want people who are new to UCF, or who think they have something in mind that they want to bring, uh, to do so. We're very open to that. And I must say that when I joined, it was exactly the same. And we definitely want that tradition to continue for sure.
For
Yeah,
sure. Saying flesh blood makes it sound intimidating, but
join us.
we welcome new people. So the sentiment is true.
No,
We get excited about spell check and spreadsheets. We're really not that scary.
we're just very passionate about it.
So
Either
any
way.
last questions before we wrap things up for the evening?
Well, I
I
will also.
I should have. If new blood made it seem intimidating, then my apologies.
No, as you will see from our meetings, like we want people to join to the point where it can be like they're scaring me. They're too nice. Get away. Get me away from them. So, yeah. If anything, one other thing I was gonna say, I was gonna put Chantal on the spot for the joining leadership thing, where I remember just the leadership journey, and then when you were about to become president, and you were like, how about no? For some time, which was very valid,
Mhm.
because it would be a big jump, but and then me and another leader, Cassandra, we were like, how about we ask a second time? And you're like, how about also no? But I think we got you by the third time, and now you're here. And how just how much, uh, you know, funny how life works out and everything, and then often doing great things. Like even just last year, tons of amazing things community wise, and like helping run a conference trip of 10 plus people wise, and not losing anybody in the airport. I think that's one of Chantal's biggest, like put it in a frame, wrangled 10 of us and didn't lose any one of us. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you went for it, and it's awesome seeing yeah, it's just awesome seeing something like this today where you're paying it forward. So I won't get sappy, but success stories everywhere in this room. So yeah,
Yeah, thanks, John. And losing someone at an airport was definitely a worry of mine, but we did it, so it was fine. Um, and yeah, I definitely both when I joined the communications committee and then when I ran for president the first time, I was definitely on the fence both times. But like John and Jessica was saying, sometimes you just take the leap and it works out. And yeah, I definitely did not regret it either time. So it's less intimidating than it seems. So but oh,
Um, but yeah. Oh, yeah, Isabella, what's your question? If you were in a if you were in a leadership position and circumstances change, what would be the course of action? Um, Honestly, it's all based on like, okay, well, what do we need right now? What do we need to adjust? But everyone in this club is really good about having each other's back. If something comes up, there's always people who kind of stand up and go, okay, what do you need? Like, let's make this happen. Um, We've also had instances where somebody says, like I think we mentioned this earlier, where someone says, well, I'm available in the fall, but not in the spring, or I would love to do in the spring, but I'm really busy. And so we have had kind of split positions before where one person takes it one semester, one takes it another semester. So there's lots of options, there's lots of support. But everyone in this club has always been extremely supportive and helpful. So if anything happened, I promise someone will have your back. So Any other questions?
Well, if there's nothing else for right now, we can wrap up this meeting. If you do think of a question or just want to chat about the club or the leadership positions, you can reach out to us on Discord. Our email is ucf.ftc@gmail.com. So next steps are all important Linktree. The QR code is on the screen, has all of that. So if you are interested in membership, if you haven't already, please fill out the membership application. It's very quick. If you are interested in leadership, please fill out the leadership application. I would say it's also short and sweet, of course, a bit more than just the membership application, but please do that by the end of the day on September 15th. Again, reach out to us if you have any questions. The 17th will be our fall elections, so please come to that whether or not you're interested in leadership. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. So have a great evening, everyone, and I'm excited that we kicked off our FTC year.